Our original ending that went into animation wasn't exactly the way that I had always pitched this. The idea was that we were showing some characters that were, um, let me see, that were different from what we had pitched. Like, I remember creating this scene, and it was one of the tougher things that we did. Like, Simba was actually part of the original pitch for the film. Well, it was more like when we first when we brainstormed ideas for the ending of the film, or for the story of Jonah. Well, during that time we had cast Simba as the king of Nineveh, but after having putting it up in animation and watching it in context with the rest of the film, it just I felt like it didn't seem very fitting for Simba to be playing an antagonist in this movie. Well, the film's a, to be playing a character in the film, to be playing an antagonist in the film, even though people consider him as something like an antagonist in the Lion King direct-to-video sequel, Lion King 2: Simba's Pride. Like, for me, that's not very interesting, as that just doesn't seem very fitting for me, and to me, that's just ridiculous. So so we ended up cutting this, getting this scene cut from the film, because just didn't seem to fit in context with the rest of the film, since it just wasn't working out so well. Like, it did not go fittingly. It was pretty nuts. It was pretty intense to, like, it was, for about a week, it was like expelling what are those, let me think, kidney stone. That's what it's like for me emotionally. I've never had one of those. But if that's what it was like psychologically or emotionally, it was like I didn't want to let go of this, and I know that I have to. Yeah. Like, once we got it out, it not only was able to save us a lot of. It was not only was it able to prevent anything from going haywire, it also helped us work things out with the film, and to help us prepare to prepare context with the rest, and cast a different character. But still, I always felt that there was a lot of ideas that were going around, and it was one of those instances where it was actually painful to try to remove, but it's still worth watching this scene, just because it's it's kind of a bit silly in a certain sense. So, here's the scene.
Your Majesty, Nineveh is on the brink of doom. The people must stop cheating, stop lying, and especially stop picking fights with each other, or this entire city will be punished. A message from the Lord.
I believe you, Jonah. In fact, I decree that the entire city must call urgently to God. Let them give up their evil ways and violence. Perhaps, your God who brought you from the great fish will give us a second chance.
That is a wonderful idea, Your Majesty. In fact, God would be so pleased with your decree that you and your people may be given a second chance.
Jonah, I respect you, and I would like to thank you for helping out the city in a desperate time of need, and for sharing the love of God with us. So it is with a smile on my face that I pronounce you an amazing prophet sent by God.
Jonah didn't think God would forgive the Ninevites. I mean, they did horrible stuff. He thought God had something else in mind.